Okay, in this little video we're looking at a brief look at the career of Eorl Crabtree, the former Huddersfield Giants forward. He played his entire career for the club and he signed his first professional contract on his 17th birthday in 2001. In his career at Huddersfield, he played a total number of 423 games for the club and he scored 79 tries. That is a fair going for primarily a proper second row, but he occasionally even played centre, which is interesting. Born in Cleethorpes, so he's not too far away from Huddersfield, but he played his entire career at one club. It's very rare to find a one club man in any sport. It's exceptionally rare, especially in the more modern era. He also played 14. Well, it's depending on the source. Now I've read two sources here: 13 or 14 games for England. Okay, so depending on the source. But he still managed to get 3 tries for England as well. He is actually my favourite rugby league player. He's done a lot of commentary work in recent years, even when he was still playing for Huddersfield. He was selected for the Four Nations in 2009 and 2010, so he's played tournament rugby league. He never played for the World Cup, I'm afraid. But he's still an ambassador for the sport. And he's the type of player that I like, a hard-working, end-to-end player who puts a shift in for the entire game or interchange. Okay, he's the type of player I like in sport who's not a star player, but he's the unsung hero. He's the engine room. I prefer these type of players who play 110%, even when they're hurt. They put a shift in and they don't take a step back. They just play hard. They're reasonably fair. He was a reasonably fair player. He's not a dirty player either. He is a solid rugby league forward. He would occasionally play centre if need be, as an emergency. And he was a solid ambassador for his team. And also his commentary. He's exceptionally witty. He's an exceptionally funny character. He's done a lot of work for the BBC in commentary. He's covered a lot of Challenge Cup games. They regularly lean on him for his insight of the game. And his insight on how a modern rugby league dressing room works and what the key matchups are in the forward packs and the back lines, who's the better player in the halves and the forwards, all that kind of thing. They regularly use his more modern knowledge of the game. And Robbie Hunter-Paul is also very, very good at what he does, but Eorl Crabtree, the way he comes across, he's a very affable gent. He's also, a great ambassador for the sport. One of probably the nicest big giants you could possibly find. Never shirks tackle, always high on the tackle count, always high on the carry count. And he only scored 79 tries, but for a big lumbering forward to get over 50 tries is an achievement in 423 games. He had a very good strike rate for a forward. I think he was underutilised by England. I think he could have played more games for England. I think to get over 400 games in professional rugby league is an achievement in itself. I think he's the 10th most appearances for the club. He scored on his 400th game as well, which is fitting. And honestly, a great career. I think he was very underrated as a player, but he was my favourite player. I'm not even a Huddersfield fan, but he was my favourite rugby league player that I think I've had the honour of seeing. I mean, admittedly on the TV, I've never actually been able, because the London Broncos, aren't in the Super League anymore. I've never been able to go to a rugby league game. But I played it, at school. Some of our teachers did rugby union and rugby league, so I was lucky enough to, play a couple of rugby league games at school. And I do enjoy the sport. I do enjoy the code of rugby that it is, and I enjoy it as an entity. And Eorl Crabtree, I think, is one of the ambassadors of the sport that I think the sport needs more characters like Eorl Crabtree in the game. And I think he should be an inspiration to any, aspiring young player to, play as long as he did. I mean, he played, I think, 16 seasons. He played for most of the last 2 decades, and to do that at the highest level is an outstanding achievement. And I think, this is a short little video on him, but he would definitely make my fantasy team if I was to make one. I'm doing one for cricket, and I may do one for Eorl Crabtree and rugby league. I might put him in a rugby league fantasy squad of 18 with 4 interchanges, and I may do it. But no, he's a great ambassador for the sport. He He has been for a very long time. Long may he continue being a good ambassador for the Huddersfield Giants and a commentator, because he's very, very good as a colour commentator. He's brilliant. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're a Huddersfield Giants fan, what are your views on Eorl Crabtree? Was he underappreciated as a player by England? Was he underappreciated as a player by the Super League? Could he have played in the NRL? I think he could have played in the NRL. I think he was the right type of forward. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and I'll have some more videos for you soon.